Sorry about that. My phone shut off. But yeah, that's like banded stats without the choice band. So yeah, you can run Sand Rush. You can even run choice band in the sand with the Sand Rush ability. Jolly, take off Swords Dance, and replace this like with something like, I don't know, Head Smash, Brick Break, Heavy Slam, whatever you want to go with. Also gets in Headbutt too. I forgot about that. So yeah, just the little things like that matter a lot. Sand Rush would be really good for this one. I know I said that like 1,000 times, but that's what I truly feel. Next on up, we got Electro. Now, Electro isn't a bad Pokemon in my opinion, both Hisuian and this form, because it's somewhat of a good support mon. It gets Taunt, it gets Thunder Wave, it has good abilities, and Static and Aftermath. Even Soundproof is not bad to resist or be completely immune to Boom Burst, Hyper Voice, and shit like that. Alluring Voice, all the Psychic Noise, all the sound moves, right? But this thing needs one crucial thing that will make Electro really good. Since it's a literal spinning ball, this thing, or not spinning ball, but since it's a literal ball, it should get Rapid Spin. Yes, Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin will put Electrode and Hisui Electrode over the top, because now it's a fast hazard clear. Those are always good, right? Coming off an insane base 150 speed stat, you're going to almost always get rid of hazards unless you have a ghost type sitting in front of you. So yeah, I believe Rapid Spin will put Electro over the top. You know, Rapid Spin, I mean, it's a ball spin. It's literally rapid and an insane base 150. I mean, come on, Game Freak. I'm not asking for much here. So yeah, hopefully in the future it does get that, because it makes the most sense for it. It can make it far more viable in today's competitive format. And yeah, it's just the move that it needs. Although I will argue this will probably work out better for Hisuian Electro, because the ground resistance, it's just too many ground types in the meta right now that's threatening to Electro, base Electro, but Hisuian Electro could definitely benefit. Imagine sending out Hisuian Electro, rapid spinning, and taunting to shut it down for setting up, then hitting oh, I meant Hisuian Electro for the Swampert, by the way. Rapid spinning away his rocks, taunting the Swampert so it won't set up again, and just threatening it with a grass move, right? Or you could give it Rapid Spin, Taunt, Leech Seed. Let me change this to Hisuian Electro since I'm talking about him. Yeah, let's give it Static, because Static is always better. It's the best one to be. So yeah, you could give this something like Volt Switch, Rapid Spin, Leech Seed, and Taunt. Or you could give it Volt Switch, Rapid Spin, Giga Drain, Taunt, or Volt Switch, Rapid Spin, Thunderbolt, Giga Drain, whatever you want to do. But the point is, Rapid Spin will put this thing over the top and will make Electro very, very viable. All right, third Pokemon coming up. All right, now, as you see, the tiers are getting lower and lower. And next up, we have Meganium. Now, Meganium is just one of those mons that no matter what you do to it, it's always going to be it's not going to be the best mon, right? Because purely grass doesn't cut it nowadays. And it's not like Meganium was a shit mon. It has okay stats, right? Base 100 defense, base 80 HP. It's a pretty bulky mon, to be honest, just going off of paper. But this is grass typing and poor abilities and poor move slot that makes it pretty worthless. So why not give it an ability that every grass type mon that doesn't have this ability was stuck without, and that's Chlorophyll. Now, Meganium in the sun could definitely work. Base 80, I was just saying this with Rampardos with the base 80 and Sand Rush. Base 80 in sun can cut it. It can outspeed a lot of things. You can give it a boosted solar beam. I'm not asking for much, so I was thinking growth. And why not? Because I mean, come on, this thing is literally a grass type, a plant, a flower that grew. It has a long neck. Look like it's still growing. I don't know, but I think growth would be really good. It learns weather ball, which it could really. 1 second. One. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Oh man, that kind of shut down everything, right? Let's get this music going. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, like I was saying, it gets weather ball, which is pretty good, right? So just imagine this thing: Terrified, Chlorophyll, Solar Beam Growth, weather ball, and I think this thing needs Earth power as well to handle Heatran. Now, you don't have to run a special set. This thing has a pretty solid physical move pull as well. You could give it Sea Bomb. You could give it Swords Dance. You can give it Earthquake, and um, hell, this thing I didn't even know it got knockoff. This must be a new addition, and you can either give it knockoff or synthesis for recovery. I think this will make this monster a bit more viable. Granted, it still might be NU, PU, whatever, but it'll definitely be a lot better and somewhat of a threat. And could you take more advantage of these bulky stats in the sun? I think this will actually make Meganium a lot better than what it is, of course. So yeah, that works. Next runner up, we have Vespiquen. Now Vespiquen is an interesting one to me because this thing is so cool, right? Um, it's a very unique bug and flying. It has a very unique move pool. I mean, it learns Psychic Noise. It gets Paragem. It even gets Hurricane. Stab Hurricane. Destiny Bond has this. It's just really a good mon. But unfortunately, I think Vespiquen is ZU, which stands for zero usage, which is hilarious to me because it's not really a bad mon. It's really not. It could work. It could work as a pretty good star mon, but it just goes to show how overlooked this thing is. But like I said, it gets Power Gem, Bug Buzz, Hurricane. So with a moves pool like that, and an insane a pretty good special defense stat, as well as physical defense, this thing is missing one thing, and one thing only, and that is Quiver Dance. And not only that, we could upgrade its ability to Overcoat. Now, why Overcoat? Because this thing is literally looks like it's wearing a jacket or I guess you could say a dress or whatever. Either way, Overcoat would be good for this because it can resist damage. So you can run this thing in sand. You can run it in it resists the sleep powder. It can switch in on spore, stun spore, shit like that. It won't get paralyzed by setting up quiver dances. You can hit things with power gem, uh, mainly fire types, flying types, and opposing bug types. This thing will absolutely destroy Volcarona, I believe, if it got access to quiver dance, along with stab, hurricane, and you could get away with roost, right? Then you always, since it's bug flying, run heavy duty boots. Um, okay, it still gets roost. For some reason, I thought it was illegal. So yeah, I think this would definitely work. Um, yeah, it would definitely bring this thing from ZU to potentially NU, and maybe potentially even RU if played correctly and paid attention more, because Overcoat will put it over the edge, man. So yeah, I think Vest Queen just need a little touch up in that sense, and that will work for me. That will work for me. I'll be happy with that. All right, next runner up, last but not least, for now we have Cacturn. Cacturn is great, right? It has a great move pool. It can set up hazards. It could be a very good offensive threat. It gets swords dance. It got priority and sucker punch. Good grass stab. It gets spiky shield, shit like that. It can even set up with Trailblaze. 115 in both his offenses are great. I'm not asking much for this mon. The one thing that would make Cactus, I believe, is hold the Cacturn back. Cause Sandville, that's cool. But I mean, it's kind of stupid because I get it. Cactuses are in the desert and whatever. But I mean, you're still gonna be taking chip. You're way too slow. Um, yeah, it's just, and water absorb is just useless in my opinion because you're a grass type. You don't need to be immune to water in my opinion. That's cool that you get the water absorb because cactuses absorb water. You know, it's a plant, all that jazz, whatever, right? But the one thing will push this mon over the edge, in my opinion. This is a cactus, and the skin is pretty spiky, and cactuses are painful to touch. I believe rough skin is what this mon needs. Now you can run a rocky helmet, rough skin set, probably get this thing knockoff spikes. If you even want to go for more damage, you can be an asshole, give it spiky shield, and I don't know, either Destiny Bond, Drain Punch, and the last move's kind of whatever. You can even take out spiky shield, give it Sucker Punch, I guess, for priority, and either Drain Punch or a grass move. But I think Rough Skin would make the most sense for this one. It's literally a cactus. And I think this thing is ZU as well. It probably still will be ZU, but I just think it'll be a lot more valuable. And I think Rough Skin makes more sense for it. So yeah, that's the end of the video. And Game Freak, please, I beg you, give this ball, this very fast ball that is very much capable of spinning because it's a ball, rapid spin. It makes the most sense for Electro. I'm not asking for much here. And in the future, it'll be cool to see if this guy gets Quiver Dance. I think it's the only bug flying that doesn't get it, besides Scyther. There's probably a few more, but this mod makes sense for me to have a Quiver Dance. It should definitely get that. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more. I will be posting a part 2 because unfortunately, these are not the worst Pokemon of this generation. There's a lot more bad Pokemon that we need to fix. So I'll get into that more in the future. Hope you guys enjoy. It's your boy TKK. I don't know why I just said it like that. Said it like that. TKK. And I'm out. Peace.